All right, I feel like it's been a bit boring the last 2, 3 days in the miners, gold. Well, gold's always a bit exciting, but gold, silver, and the miners has been a bit boring. Copper's had a massive move down. But anyway, today I feel like we're going to have a nice new direction. I think gold's going to go down. I like that because I've trimmed my miners and I've been holding off buying quite a bit, and it's quite difficult because they're still so cheap relative to the price of gold, especially silver stocks. But look at DXY here; it's sort of coming out, looking like it's crossing 100. Do we close above this level? 100 point sort of three would be good. Then we might move higher towards 103. Obviously, there's a little stop off at 102, but 103, then maybe we fade, come back down. I don't know, that's too much speculation into the future. But DXY up means gold down at the moment. Also, the markets surprised me. I didn't expect we'd be going beyond this level. S&P's done it, retested, closed decently. Do we go all the way back up to slot 575 zone? That's gonna surprise me, but it does that quite a lot. It surprised me quite a lot. Dow Jones didn't break out. Russell didn't break out. They're very close. I think Nasdaq did. But anyway, point is, markets could go up a little bit more. Dollar is starting to come up from the absolute pits of hell. It's had a massive drop. So dollar up, market up does mean gold down. But I should say that's smiling because I've been looking forward to a drop in gold. And look at this, actually. We flushed this zone, 3260. That's been support for several days. Okay, obviously it's early morning in Europe, so by the time America starts to open, we could be all the way back up. But I think we're going to go back down. First level of support, if we don't close here, more likely for me is like 3,170-ish, this zone, this breakout zone. If we go lower, which is not going to happen in one day, obviously, but if we have a little continuation and people go short or longs get, the weak hands that bought up here, whatever. If we come all the way back down, 3,000 is very strong support. I think we could like go down and then go a strong bounce at 3,000 thereabouts, and then close on that same day around 3,050 makes a beautiful reversal on ascending. It's about the daily close, so even if you trade below this, doesn't matter. So gold, those are the two levels I'm watching really. 3,170, 3,050, let's say. But for today here, that's nice. Silver, which has been weaker than gold. Look at that. That never was able to breach 3350, really. Come back down to its equivalent to where gold's been. And it's still holding, but look, we're trading below it. We've actually made a new low. Obviously, the day is very young. Yesterday had a big drop. Copper had a huge drop yesterday, and silver sort of follows copper a bit. And gold was down too. It did bounce, but silver was weaker. So, we're losing this level here, 32. Do we close below it? Yes, I think hope we do. If the market goes up, does that help silver? I feel like it won't that much. I feel like silver's just gonna come down maybe 31. Today, do we close below 32, then move down to 31, and then reverse? It depends how it gyrates with the markets. Like the markets and gold are working opposite, and silver's stuck between the two. So, but so far this morning, it's following gold down, and gold's down quite a bit. I mean, I know we're used to these big percentage moves, but so far, quite a lot. Copper, by the way, I don't usually follow copper, but a lot of the miners mine copper, and copper is a barometer of the economy. And I feel like silver's been taking some cues from copper, but that had a massive drop, so a little bit of a bounce today doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't surprise me that copper's up and silver and gold are down, actually. So, but let's see, maybe copper goes even lower as everyone starts to price in a real recession or deflation. GDX. Okay, the miners have, I mean, look at that close, by the way, perfect close. Open at low of day, close at high of day. Very, very good constructive stuff, like very, very strong support. Just like gold's had support, but with gold down today, sorry, GDX is gonna have to come down. It might not be down too much percent. Like I feel like the miners followed the metals in the same percentage terms. Before, if you had gold down 2%, you'd have the miners down 5, 6. Here, I wouldn't be surprised to see GDX down 3% with gold down as much as it is now. But yeah, still the damage, short-term damage might be done if you close below like 47.50 close on the daily. Then you could have some continuation until it finds its next level of support. I've got around 46. That should be a level of support, to be honest. So if we close below the gap, which we will, Then we could see 46 first level, next level 44. Why have I got 44? Yeah, there. But it's negated by this move. I feel like the ascending is more of a level. But yeah, okay, so first level 46 for GDX, and if we continue lower for several days, then huge strong support here on ascending. That's the same as gold being at like 3,000 though, so I don't know if we're going to get there. GDXJ, same sort of thing. That will probably close the gap today. It may even open, well, it should open within the gap, touch it, and then we'll see. If we close below this little 59 zone, then we can continue lower also, but that's a massive drop. That needs gold to really continue lower. So lots of support, on the miners, on gold. So it should be a safe by the dip zone, but I don't know. I'm hoping there's more continuation. Maybe we could have a bit of a cascade in gold, like down, maybe even accelerates lower today and actually gets to 3,170. And then the next day, another day down, and then we're here in 2 days. Then you could see the GDXJs like have big moves down. But I don't know what the market will be doing and what the impact of the market is on the miners at the moment. Need to see that. Still J, that's the weak one for sure. That'll be trading around here, just full closing the gap completely. And again, if there's any extra down days, you could have big moves down, maybe to 11, going down to old lows here. I mean, we know J is weak and he could do it in 2, 3 days, but that level here, this low, that's when gold started its massive rally from here. Um, but yeah, if you have gold around 3,000, I guess that could happen. SIL though, unlike the juniors, very strong. Perfect candle, open at low of day, close at high of day. One more up day, a good up day in silver, and you'd have the silver miners testing 43 again. But I don't think that's going to happen. We'll probably be opening around 39.40, maybe even close the gap finally. Yeah, just depends on the metals really, especially silver in this case. Let's look at the portfolio update. Newmont within the gap, the old gap zone. So I expect Newmont to be below 51.50 today. Yeah. Which means next, I'm not buying this zone. I think I may have nibbled it already. Um, so I'm not buying that, but I would love to buy some at 49. First nibble zone will be 49 for me. If we have any further downside, this is going to be an absolute whale of a buy for me. 45, above 45 probably, but that takes gold 3,000, I think. So let's relax. But I'm watching 49 again. Probably won't happen today, but I'm not buying this zone. I expect to be trading below that 51 zone maybe. Barrick Gold weaker than Newmont, still held this. I think pre-market yesterday was trading below in like 1850s, but open there, closed there, very nice constructive stuff. But what's happening with gold today means this will have to be ruined. Down we go. And we go to, this is what's good about Barrick, we go to the very, very strong ascending support zone. So for me, I'm going to be buying Barrick, not even a nibble, like a strong nibble around here. I don't know if we're not going to get there today, are we? To get there would be a bit, that's like, yeah, no, forget that. 6, 7% is not going to happen. But, you'll be trading 1850 or below. And if gold looks like it's going to reverse, I may even nibble straight away because Barrick Gold is really cheap relative to the metal, like all of them, but also relative to other peers, Newmont, Agnico. So I look forward to seeing some Barrick weakness today. It's just whether I wait an extra day. Do I get greedy and hope there's another drop, or do I start nibbling some? Agnico Eagle, always the strongest one. As soon as you want to buy it, it disappears. When you do buy it, it disappears. You wish you bought more. This one, okay, 114, 114. We should be trading there, testing that today, probably at the open. But I'm looking for at least this drop. Can we please just like drop down into this 111 zone? Old resistance, haven't retested that yet. Is that even asking too much? Maybe a 4% drop is quite a lot. 5% is a lot. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna admit it. I would nibble Agnico even all the way up here. 5% drop is quite a lot. It's just printing money every day, so I'd nibble that. Next level after that is not that obvious, but you can count ascending. This, if it gets there, you just buy it. You just start selling items in your house and you start adding the proceeds to Agnico because that would be a monstrous buy. But that would take gold to be way below 3,000. That's just not going to happen. So that's probably why I'm going to start nibbling at 111-ish if we even get there today. Pan American silver, that's come down quite a lot, I feel. And if you remember SIL, it's like this is underperforming SIL, which is a bit surprising. This is a buy zone. And I don't even know if I must have bought this zone 25. I must have bought this zone. But amazing. Silver going down, gold going down. We could even start trading, well, in the 24s for sure, but low 20, well, even 23s. Don't know about today, but this is my next level here. Sort of low 23s, 23.20. That's a buy. Pan American Silver, which owns a lot of gold, by the way, which mines a lot of gold, which is the best thing to be mining at the moment. So I think this is a buy where it is, but I think I bought it, or at least the value of Pan America is a lot, so I'm not going to be buying that. But yeah, we got a down day, so let's see if we can get to 24 or lower. Big buy for me down there. Next is Franco Nevada. Sorry, next is Wheaton. What am I doing? Oh my God, so strong. These seniors are so strong. Open at low of day, close at high of day. Any sort of update today in gold, it would be retesting its 88 highs. I reckon we'll be testing the old support we've been at recently, 79, because it's been so strong and because it's still a bit of a drop just to be testing that. Even if gold's down 2%, a 5% drop in Wheaton is a lot. So I don't even think we're going to be closing below 79 today. 79 is actually probably a buy, but it's just too high for me. You know what? I might just nibble I might just nibble Wheaton at 79, just above or whatever. Because the next level is quite far away, and this is also printing money as far as I'm concerned. And this would be very strong. Look how these are coalescing here. This would be very strong. Around 74, between 72 and 74 is huge support. But yeah, a little nibble maybe at 79 could be warranted, even though it's very high. Franco Nevada, also look at that, higher lows, higher highs, good close. One more day, we're retesting 180. Amazing. Hasn't even really ventured below 165. This has been so strong for weeks, this one. Um, I think it's a bit like Wheaton. I think if you go down even to this level, 165 from where it is, 3-4%. Okay, we'll be trading there today. Do we go down here? This is strong support. Plus, it's a strong stock. So if we start going towards 162, between 160 and 162, this zone, that's just a buy. I'll be buying that. I just don't know whether I'll nibble at 165. Depends how it opens and what gold's doing in GDX, but this is a strong buy the dip. Just buy the winners. These is printing money for years, these ones. So next, Metalla. This is one you don't buy. Or maybe it's probably the best buy ever at this point. And you zoom out how much upside it's got. It's just disappointing me so much that I prefer to buy something that's more reliable. But yeah, look at this. We finally did test this 340 zone. We came back down. Wasn't surprising. We're retesting the descending breakout. It's holding. If gold was going up now, we have like a nice day up here and then start to move back up. But we got a down day. So I reckon we'll be trading below 290. And then Metalla will start taking up its old habits of flushing down to the low. So I'm not going to buy Metalla. I'll see what it does. Probably close below 290 today, ruin the chart. And if there's any further downside, any like continuation of the general sector metal going down, you could be testing 260s pretty quickly. Then I'll buy because it should go back up. This is at least strong support zone, and there's no reason it should be hanging down here if the metals start to bounce. Let's check silver. Silver stocks have been relatively weak, even though the market's bounced. Even though silver's bounced, they've been relatively weak. So one or two silver stocks have been strong, but First Majestic hasn't. It's come down here, didn't even pump all the way back up there. Come down here sideways today. I expect we'll be trading below 6. And to be honest, if there's one extra day, and I'm always hoping for this one extra downside day because I just want to buy so many of my stocks back. Then you could start trading down to the mid fives or who knows, 520. Huge support zone. Definitely buying this. I think everyone will be buying around 520, but a close below 6 today, you just need that one extra day. And then First Majestic is a wonderful buy. Fortuna, this is one of the strongest ones, stronger ones. So close at high of day. Any update in silver will be retesting the highs, a bit like the senior gold stocks. But we have a down day. How much downside? 7% is asking a bit too much. So, which means 580, the old support zone here, will hold today. Um, do I want to buy that? That's just a personal question to me. I don't know because it's not worth that much. I've been trimming it, but this is strong support. It depends if silver looks like it's bottomed or gold, but I'd give it an extra day. I would love to buy some down here, 520, same price as First Majestic. Um, I'm not sure whether I'd buy some at 580. I actually don't know. I'd probably buy some other silver stocks. I don't know. But yeah, those are the levels, 580, 520. But I doubt we even closed below 580 today. It's too strong and too far away from where it closed yesterday. CDE, um, I always say it's my favorite. I'll probably stop saying that because right now it's not. But that's a good close, high of day, just back above support. So it kind of means 550 holds. Um, well, today we'll probably be retesting yesterday's lows, 530, and therefore any continuation, honestly, you're at $5. You get CD at $5. Not today, but tomorrow. And then next week you could have another drop. Yeah, those are the two levels, put it that way. So forget this level. We give it up straight away. $5 and 460 is what I'm looking at for the buy zones. Forget the sell zones right now. I feel like we should be looking at the buy zones. I don't even think I'd trim at 640 because I already have. And I'm light. All my silver miners are light. I have three modes, light, medium, heavy. They're all light. So if they go lower, they get even lighter. And I love it because it takes a little less just to double the position. And that's my plan. I've lightened up, let them come down, have one or two strong nibbles, and then bam, you basically doubled your position. They bounce and your portfolios are all-time high, new all-time highs without even a significant move in the metals. But CD, I'm looking for $5. My first buy zone. Heckler, just sideways action, no big movement. So CD Heckler 550. Can we close below 550 today? Decent close yesterday, 5% drop. A close below this 545 would be ideal. Then we have more downside. What a buy that would be. Probably about around $5. But I would understand if it doesn't close below that. That's quite, yeah, let's see. 545 is a support zone. I won't buy it, but it should be support zone. If we close below it and the metals look like they want more downside, then down you go to $5. EXK, another one is just sort of drifting sideways. That's kind of bullish, holding the support zone and the sort of descending pennant, where you break out of it. It's a bullish pennant. But with what's happening in metals, down we go. 340 or close below 340 on the daily would take us back to three. What a buy. Now 340 is a buy, but I think we can get three. I'm not buying 340. We've been there, and I feel like gold could come down more and the markets. So $3, not today, but that's what I'm looking at. I reserve the right to nibble at the lows though. If all of a sudden I see like gold is just reversing or whatever, and we're at our lows, relative to all stocks, they're at their little lows down here, I'll just probably nibble there. But I am really looking for extra move down in all of them. Mag Silver, huh? So I guess this one's got its own little support zone around here-ish, whatever, let's call it there. So yeah, well, 15. So a close below like 1480 would be ideal. 1480, a close below 1480, and down you go to 14. I'm not buying Mag Silver here. I'm looking for 14. Just looking forward to seeing if we close below its, this level it's been holding for the last 2 weeks or something. But 14 is probably a nibble, and then down here is a massive nibble. They'll all be massive nibbles if they go down two levels. Aris Mining. I should really cover all the gold stocks rather than doing gold, silver, gold. I may rearrange that. Look at that though. That's amazing. That's the best close since all of these. I mean, I know you had this close here, which is technically higher, but it's a red day. This is probably the best close, 550, but you got gold down. So you're gonna have to go down because the gold stocks really follow gold. 5% big stuff. We're not going to be closing below 520 or 5, let's say 518, 515. So it'll probably find support where it did before. And then if gold goes down even more, the 3000-ish zone will probably be here. It's very, very strong, this one. I'm not buying here, but yeah, and I just can't do it. It's just too high up. It's too high up, but it's not worth that much. It's hard for me to buy stuff that's gone all the way up, even though it's not about where it's been, it's about where it's going. This is going higher. Maybe the slightest nibble here could be justified. It's just like these senior stocks up here. This one I'm not sure. I'll probably make my mind up on this spur of the moment, but very, very strong. So 520 is your support. Then after that, it's probably $5. I don't know. It's hard to call this. 480. We'll see. It's not urgent. I am gold. This one's come down quite a bit compared to other gold stocks at support, but today we're down. I haven't checked, maybe gold's gone down more or whatever rallied, but we're down almost 2%. So I'd expect 660, which is a buy. Clearly, I've already indicated that. And you know what? I don't think I am gold's worth as much as it should be. I could nibble I am gold today at 660. If we have any further downside, more nibbling will take place. So I'm just going to respect the levels I've already uh, penciled in. And I think we're going to get there here on I am gold 660. So I look forward to a small nibble there. B2 gold. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. B2 gold will probably hit $3. Not the strongest close, compared to other stocks. So weak yesterday and today, more reason to be weak. I think we closed below 3 today. And then we go back down, not in one go, but we could go back down here. And that's is probably a bit of a buy. I favor buying other stocks because they're all going up crazy, got beautiful chart patterns. B2 Gold has this jurisdictional risk, even though peace looks ever closer with Russia. But down here it's a buy, but otherwise I prefer to buy other stocks. It's just got so much upside, doesn't it? So let's see, it close below 3, and then I can start licking the lips and imagining a move down to 270, which is quite a lot. Probably won't get there. Equinox clearly showing where its support is. Do we close below its support today? Yeah, we do. That's a very small move. 650. Let's close below 650 and take us down another level the next day to 620. And there you start buying. I'm not buying the first level, I'm buying the next one because a lot of them have bounced above their first level. In fact, all of them. SBSW, close the gap, not the strongest close. Now this is your support, the gap's done. Is that realistic that we go down there? Yes, it is. We'd probably go down to 420. Not today, but by the next day. SBSW, I'm hands off that one. It has to have big moves for me to either buy or sell. But 420, I think I start looking at it again. All right, that'll do. It's finally starting to get a bit more exciting. So therefore more videos. But the last 2, 3 days just sideways. No point in just repeating myself. But today, if you know what I mean, I feel like it's window shopping day. And you may just buy 1 or 2 items. But the next, if there's any continuation, and gold's accelerating down and silver's probably following, if it's not following the markets, then it's time to enter the shop, no more window shopping, and actually have mediocre nibbles. But that's my plan. Good luck.